Hello everyone, Granite Roots here, and it's our Moss Saturday raid night. So starting things off, we have a group inside Lord's room at Hills. Our commander dropped a portal and we are going to surprise them and push them out of the throne room. I'm running Spell Breaker Healer because I wanted to try with the new, an improved 5-second bubble. No improvement is a second, but I'll take it. So here we push down. We're not going to stay on the stairs. We're going to go up and down the stairs and jump off the side just to stay out of the bombs. I love that you're able to jump around and circumvent some of that stuff and then push them right back up from the stairs, and then we're going to push them through the hallway and then out. I mean, there's just so many here. Like, somebody just kicked over an anthill. You see a bunch here. We're going to push them out. We got a lot of downs. And then you see them in the hallway. We're going to knock some more of those down and push through them. And then you come out here and you're going to just see them clumps everywhere. I don't know where they all came from, whether they dropped out of the sky or what, but this one takes a little bit of time to clean up all the opponents. But I still enjoy Warrior, mostly because of the bubble and because very survivable between the blocks and some of the other stuff that it's got and the stability. That's why I like to run Dolyak Signet, especially because Dolyak Signet helps me to be able to drop the bubble, you know, where I want and when I want without being yanked, pulled, interrupted, blah blah blah, all that garbage you run into. So that was kind of nice. And one thing I noticed tonight playing since the update is that you don't see as much barrier as you used to, not just because they cut it in half, but because people are trying to run new comps with it, because it's not as useful as it was. It's not as elite. Now it's kind of obsolete. Here I'm just going to res my boy, bring him back from the brink of death, while this Harbinger is going to try and hang out, even though he probably shouldn't, because he was a little overconfident. I'm going to swap to my dagger set, strip some wounds and interrupt, and he goes down like a sack of taters. And then I'm going to turn and be like, what? There's more up here, so I have to go back across the bridge and clean up these guys as well. I think that was, yeah, those guys. One thing I've noticed, I wonder what your thoughts might be on this, but I like to drop the bubble as soon as you get into the initial clash. But I wonder if it's not best served to maybe hold off. My thoughts are knock those wounds down, block those projectiles as much as we can. But who knows? Maybe I should hold a more precise moment. Hard to say. I'm sure I could be better with that. And at the end of the video, I saved the best battle for last. It's a really awesome kind of protracted battle of a lot of good strategy and a couple of regroups for a final push. It was really good. I really enjoyed that battle the most. Alright, here is going to be, here's the start of the fight. It's me and a friend of mine. It's Awesome Roamer. I'm not sure if he wants me to say his name, so I won't, but we all know who he is. And he and I are fighting these two catalysts, and they are way overpowered. Look at their boon bars. They're up and down, up and down. If anybody needs to be cut on boons, it's these guys. But either way, he and I are fighting these guys, and you saw the cut there because this battle was over 3 minutes long. And I just didn't want to have you guys get bored. So either way, this is the part now where we're finally going to get one of these guys down. And here we go, and right at the stomp, he's going to misform and run. And we're going to follow him. So this clip is just a nod to the roamers and to the great roamers we have in our guild. Appreciate you all. And now this guy is just going to run because he has no desire for a 1v2. And the funny thing is, the guy we put down was the diamond guy, which again, we know diamond doesn't always mean anything, but it's always satisfying. Here's a nice surprise. This group was split, so we're going to hit this first group while the other group's still on their catas. We're at Hills, and we're going to try and drop these guys pretty quick. These other guys are going to come in, and we're going to try and circle around the outside and kind of push them into the corner. There's some quickness and vigor off my Warhorn. Again, using that block, and the thing about the block too is when it activates, it interrupts, which is nice. And do a little Condi clear for my friends. Again, that block, and then you have your staff 5, which is another nice extended block. And then by that time, the other block comes up if I want to use it. Just shows how powerful that can be for frontline healing. Although, yes, you don't get as much healing as you do from some other classes. But this offers much in the way of some boons, removal of boons, and a little bit of quickness, some vigor, those things. That guy didn't realize he couldn't fly, I think. I've done that before. Alright, this is it. This is the fight that I really enjoyed. So our commander drops a portal, invises us. He's going to drop the portal, open it up on the back side of the tower. And we're going to come at them through the Lord's Room and then down the ramp. And this is another fight with a ramp where you can go to dodge roll through them, jump off the side, just basically stay out of their bombs and make those bombs wasteful for them. So here we are, we're fighting them on the ramp. We're going to back up a bit and then we're going to drop off to the side. I'm going to dodge roll through, because that's the kind of guy I am. Alright, so now we're beneath them. We're going to push a little bit in a second here. There we go. We're going to cut around behind them. Try and push them back onto that ramp if we can. And they're kind of splitting up a little bit, which is good for us. And you can see this is just a mess, and I apologize. Some of the camera angles in here, as you know how it is when you're going in and out of the Lord's Room. And this was a good place for us to use that between the bridge and the Lord's Room. The bridge, you can put them in a choke. The Lord's Room, you have those columns you can kind of break line of sight with. So that was good. This battle took a long time too, because being in the Northwest Tower, we were waiting for some run-backs of people that died. But I think it was a really well fought on both sides, and this is like I think it's like a 4 or 5 minute battle or something. So yeah, those are the good ones, the ones that take a while. You have good tactics. They're going to try and push, and we're going to go around the other way as they come through, get behind them. Just amazing. Okay, I'm going to drop my bubble. I think that was probably a waste of one, although it provided some cover from behind. But I think that one could have been better placed, so I need to work on not being so eager to drop that action. Yeah, and there's the call to regroup behind, so we're going to go out through the portal, hold back up, because all that's really left at this point... Oh, this isn't that regroup, there's one on the ramp. All that's left at this point is we're down to mostly their supports. Because we're not seeing like drastic drops in health. It's pretty easy to maintain it. And yes, we do have awesome healers, which also helps because you need them too. So we're going to kind of ring around the rosy with these guys a little bit longer. And then our final group will be, we go out through the portal, we huddle up behind the door because we're waiting for some run backs and some skills come off cooldown. And then you'll see we do the final squashing of this group. So at this moment I'm just playing the columns, doing some healing, trying to do some pulls, doing some blocks. Okay. Yeah, letting them know my winds are coming off, and I'm going to drop it right on top of them. I think that was a good one, a better one. And they did not like that. Because they were trapped on the back of the bridge. The only place they could go was into the Lord's Room, and we just swapped places with them. There's a lot of pivoting and reciprocity with these kind of fights. It's almost like you're dancing. Probably not swing dancing, maybe more of a waltz. Although I'd love to swing dance and spin them right off the end of the tower, but unfortunately we don't have that capability for a special move yet. So here's our final regroup, and this is our final push, and you're going to see us push right up through after we stealth, and we're going to come around behind them and just circle them and squash them. So go right to the back. I am surprised with this one though. I never saw anybody get knocked off the tower, which was too bad. But it was still a fight, and I'm glad we had other spell breakers in the party that are better than I am at holding onto their bubble, because you saw that spell breaker drop that one there, but you see them all collapsing now, and this is the beginning of the end. Alright, so those guys are cleaned up, and I think that's going to be the end of our video. Thank you for watching. This was a lot of fun. If you like to roam or you Zerg fight like that, if you have a good attitude and looking for a guild, we're always, we're recruiting. Moss guilds, you can find us in game. Text us, we'd love to have you. Anyway, thank you for watching, and hope you guys all have a most excellent day.